Hey everyone, this is Rachel with Do I Look Sick? This is a video you never want to have to make. Kathryn Treat, fellow blogger and friend of ours, has passed away just before Christmas. It was a very sudden loss. Kathryn had a brain hemorrhage, I believe, and on December 20th, they posted that on her Facebook, and so and I'm sure many of you, said prayers that night and hoped for the best, and then the very next day, she passed away. I'm told that it was peaceful, that she passed away in her sleep, surrounded by friends and family, and, that's really the best we could hope for, for any of us. But I wanted to make this video to talk about Kathryn a little bit and to do something in tribute to her. I'm happy to say that I think Kathryn and I were friends, even though we never met. She did spend a lot of time in Dallas, Texas, which is where I live, and I'm sad that her memories here are not the best because she was coming here for treatment, which is not exactly a vacation. So, I know that, Dallas wasn't her favorite place, but, it makes me feel closer to her to know that we both have spent a lot of time in this place. She's also been featured on my blog. She did an interview with me, and then I also reviewed her book, Allergic to Life, which you should definitely check out and, buy it, read it, all that. It's basically her memoirs, and it's a pretty amazing story. Kathryn suffers from MCS, which is multiple chemical sensitivity. This is an illness that I didn't know anything about until I started reading her blog, and it was like her blog and Sonda's blog and Seriously Sensitive to Chemicals, I think is the other one. Those were the three that sort of introduced me to this concept. Basically, multiple chemical sensitivities is literally becoming allergic to life. You become allergic to chemicals, which are in everything. And I think most of us know that chemicals are unhealthy. We know that. We know that you shouldn't ingest chemicals and stuff like that if you can avoid it. But it's in everything. And especially when you're young, like me, you kind of think, yeah, that's maybe a problem that if I have to deal with it, it'll be in the future. It's not that big a deal. Since I've been sick with endometriosis, I have made an effort in my life to eat more organic foods, use less chemicals in the house, do more of your DIY, Pinterest-style cleaning, and, try to really reduce my chemical intake because of Kathryn's blog and blogs like hers. And the reason for this is that it's a really delicate balancing act, and it's kind of hard to describe. But basically, anybody can overdose on chemicals at any time. And it's different for every person what that point is. It's a lot like illegal drugs. It works sort of the same way. It's a big risk when you use chemicals, but because it's not illegal, most people don't think about it. So I've made an effort in my life to use less chemicals, and it's largely due to Kathryn's blog and other blogs like that, because I want to be healthy. But I have by no means cut chemicals completely out of my life, and Kathryn had to, or else she would die. She lived apart from her husband for many years. She had to get rid of all her clothes, all her possessions, everything, because once, chemicals kind of get into your clothes and stuff and you can't get them out. I mean, you can let them air out forever, but chemicals are just so a part of our everyday life. So, while it's great, I can sort of get rid of chemicals at my leisure. For her, it wasn't like at her leisure. She had to get rid of everything and live completely differently. than basically everyone else on Earth. If she went out in public, she had to wear a mask so that she wouldn't be exposed to people's perfumes, people's deodorant, people's cologne. I mean, right now, you are probably wearing layers and layers of chemicals. And I'm not trying to, like, guilt you for doing that, because that's just how the world is. But it is an important thing to think about. And, you know, someday you might suddenly flip that switch in your body and be allergic to life. And that's, you know, that's what we don't want. So in any area of your life where you can cut out chemicals, you should, especially now. I think that that would be an amazing tribute to Kathryn. I think she would really appreciate it if her education of me and others and you led to people reducing their chemical use. For Kathryn, her switch got flipped when she was exposed to some mold in her workplace. After she had her daughters, she went back to work, and in the building where she worked there was mold. And I think we all know that mold is bad and icky, and generally we don't like it, whatever. But for her it was a little more than bad. That was what sort of made her sick, and then her body overreacted to everything, every chemical, perfumes, fragrances, cleaning stuff, everything. And it was all set off by mold. So, obviously in that area we all do our best. And nobody grows mold for fun or anything. But just be extra mindful of it. You know, don't expose yourself more than you should, because it is a really dangerous thing to do. And it's something people don't think about. And like I said, when you're really young like me, you don't think much about this kind of stuff. I mean, why would you? What I want to do today as a tribute to Kathryn is to, I kind of got the idea from other hip, young, cool people like me. You pour one out for your homies, right? Anybody heard that? It's like, I believe the kids and the gangsters, they say that, you like pour out a beer on the street for your homies. And it's like, paying respect to maybe your homie that was, like, gunned down in a gang fight or something. I don't really know what it means, but that phrase came to mind. And one of the things that I had been talking to Kathryn about was that I still had a lot of lotion and perfume. And, you know, as much as I had cut chemicals out of the rest of my life, lotion and perfume was something that I just kind of held on to. I don't use perfume and lotion every day, and it probably wouldn't be a big deal for me to just toss it all. But for some reason, I've hung on to it, and, you know, I wear perfume on special occasions, and, you know, she would want me to get rid of it, and it's something that would be easy to get rid of. So I'm going to go outside with a bottle of my favorite perfume and pour one out for my homie, Kathryn Treat. I think that you should do it too. You know, it's not hard. Perfume is so not necessary for your life, and it's full of chemicals. They're not regulated by the FDA. Nobody has to tell you what's in your perfume. And obviously, they're somewhat safe because everybody uses perfume, everybody uses lotion. But like I said, you don't know what's going to flip that switch. So this is a really easy thing you can do. A really easy thing you can do in tribute to our friend who has passed away. And I encourage you to do it. Because it's easy, it's good for your health, and it'll raise awareness for other people. I mean, I'm not trying to start like the next ice bucket challenge, but I think it would make her happy, and I want to do it in her honor. So, Kathryn, thank you so much for being a friend. Thank you so much for sending me towels after I had surgery that were hand-stitched and just beautiful. And thank you for always writing the nicest comments on my blog. And I'm really gonna miss you. I'm so sad we never got to meet in real life. But thank you for being my friend. This one's for you. Yo, yo, what's up? This is for my homie Kathryn Treat. This is Japanese cherry blossom, my favorite scent. Pouring one out for my homie.
It is the evening